Good evening. This is my reflection on the post lab for number 4. Um, During this experiment, since it was my first one, took a while to get the package in, yada yada yada. But anyways, um, it went well. I made sure that the entire area was clean, prepped. I made sure that I had no distractions. My child was away, my wife was away, so I could focus directly onto it. I made sure I had gloves. I had paper towels in case of a spill or cleanup. I also made sure that my dogs weren't around just in case there was a spill, so they didn't get it, ingest it, and get them sick and all the other fun stuff. I also made sure that I had plenty of ventilation. I had the doors open and wind, and I get the nice ocean breeze, goes right through, so it cleared everything out. And I made sure to stay in there. If I left the area, I made sure to wash my hands, take off the gloves, still wash my hands, clean everything, made sure that I was cleaning all the utensils, making sure that there was no cross contamination, so on and so forth. Let it fully dry, everything came out good. Now, when it came to the results, when I came through with weighing everything, I didn't have the exact scale. I do have another scale coming, so it was not exact, but I got it as close as I possibly could. So the weight boat was 2 grams. The CaCl2, I weighed that in at the 2 grams that it was supposed to be. 250 milliliter beaker was 25 grams. The 50 milliliter beaker was 7 grams. The Na2CO3, it was a rough estimate. I know it was supposed to be 2.5 grams. So I put it up to 2 grams, and then I just put a little bit in there and made sure that it didn't read 3. So it may be a little bit less, a little bit more, but close to where I could get it. The ending mixture ended up becoming CaCO3. And after the agent dried and everything else, the weight overall that I got, like I said, it's rough because it was bouncing back and forth between 3 and 4, so I put it at 3.9 grams, so it's right about there. And that's everything that I got from that. It did leave the white residue because it pulled out and ended up becoming the CaCO3, or the calcium carbonate. And then after that, for the balanced equation, it was the Na2CO3 plus CaCl2. Both were in a solid state at that time until you mixed it with the distilled water. And then the result for that was the CaCO3 plus 2 NaCl. The reaction was actually a 1-to-1 ratio. So for working with the CaCl2 and the Na2CO3, so the limiting agent then become the CaCl2 because there was 2 Na, and then when you balance out the equation, it ends up becoming that the CaCl2 was actually the reactant. Now, when it comes to actually working around the lab, it has been quite a while that I have worked with chemistry. I haven't done a lab and anything else in 17 years, somewhere around there. Yeah, it was my junior year in high school was the last time I took a chemistry class. But working with the military, I usually have a self-awareness, pretty high self-awareness, around just being around any kind of equipment or being able to follow the rules and regulations and that kind of thing, that you need to make sure that your work area is safe, making sure you're going through the proper steps and rules for that specific operation. So when it comes to doing the lab, it's kind of the same operation of sticking around and making sure that you're doing everything properly, basically following by the book, making sure everything is 100% on point. Now, I did create a graph, basically of the before and after of how I think I did. Like I said, I came up with the self-awareness, how to apply the stoichiometry, knowledge of the equipment, how to perform the filtration of it, and also the balancing of equations. Now, math has always been has been a good thing, bad thing, but now when it comes to like actually working and going back in through the chemistry, some stuff is coming back to me when it comes to balancing the equations and everything like that. So it's actually it's coming along, just slowly but surely. I'm just hoping that I can get to it. Here is my graph of the before and after. I know it's kind of rudimentary, but we can get back to it. And like I said, I had the self-awareness, applying stoichiometry, knowledge of the equipment, and so on and so forth. So I think now that I finally got the package in, I'm actually going to be able to get a better knowledge of everything and be able to run more smoothly and make sure that everything's going through. Now, next time I am going to make sure that I'm even more aware of everything that's going on. I'm going to have everything set up even more and have its own spot, make sure everything's good, make sure, once again, I have no distractions, nothing's going to happen, so I'll be able to set up and just go on and go forth. So that is my reflection, and I look forward to the next lab. Thank you very much.